Hello everybody and welcome to another live stream. Say hello in the comments, let me know that all the technology is working. I don't trust it. There we go. Well, everybody, hello. Let's make myself magically appear. There we go. Bit of new technology there. Hopefully, everything is working well. Yes, good morning. Fantastic. Hopefully, you can see me. Comments coming through. That means that we're all working fantastic. Well, welcome to another Queen's Theatre Hornchurch live stream with me, Andrew Linham, where today it's Julie Andrews week. You can tell that I've chosen this. Julie Andrews week. We're going to look at some of the songs that Julie Andrews is famous for singing, and I've kind of put a few different ones in a row as a bit of a medley. So if you've never joined us before, welcome. You are very welcome. This is our live stream sing-along. It happens every Thursday at 11 a.m. and it's just to get us all singing. It's not about being the best singer. It's just about having a lovely time, lifting and raising our voices together, which I think is absolutely fantastic. This work is supported by Clarion Futures, so thank you to them, and supported by Ardley Green Learning Federation as well. So thank you to all of the people that make these kind of online digital projects happen. If you're interested in more, there's also Sunny's at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. Sunny's doing seated dance workshops, which are really good, and Jules Tipton is doing telephone plays, where you phone up and do a play and think. I don't really understand how it works, but I know it's really exciting. So get involved with all of those things. Let's have a little look at some of the comments. John and Leslie are here. Good morning, John and Leslie. And good morning, Joel. Lovely to see you. Welcome. You are very, very welcome indeed. So we're going to start off by doing some breathing in, making sure that we're sat nice and straight so as we can breathe in. 2, 3 and out. 2, 3 and in. 2, 3 and out. 2, 3 and in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. And give yourself a nice little bit of a shake. And we're going to do some tongue twisters now. We love my tongue twisters, I know. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. A bibbidi bobbidi boo. Bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi boo. Bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi boo. Wibbly wobbly wibbly wobbly wibbly wobbly woo. A wibbly wobbly wibbly wobbly wibbly wobbly woo. A diddly doddly diddly doddly diddly doddly do. A diddly doddly diddly doddly diddly doddly do. You notice I'm doing different ones today, and there's a reason for that. There's a plan. Who knew? There is a plan. This is an Irish wristwatch. This is an Irish wristwatch. I wash my Irish wristwatch. I wash my Irish wristwatch. I even wash my Swiss wristwatch. I even wash my Swiss wristwatch. You watch me wash my Irish wristwatch. You watch me wash my Irish wristwatch. I'll be honest with you, that one never gets any easier, does it? Lovely. Good morning. So, we're going to start off, and more comments come through. You love this song. Oh, great. Well, I hope you love both songs. Good morning, Inga. Lovely to see you. Hello. We're going to start off with a bit of a red lorry yellow tongue twister. And we like this one because it gets our mouths moving. And we're going to need these because both of the Julie Andrews songs I've picked, I haven't chosen like Edelweiss and all the love songs from Sound of Music. No, I've chosen the wordy songs because those are the ones that I enjoy. I know it's very selfish of me, I'm sorry. But we'll have a lovely time. So let's do a bit of red lorry, yellow lorry, get our mouths moving. Here we go. A red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Stop, your turn. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Stop, my turn. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Stop, your turn. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Stop, my turn. A red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather. Stop, your turn. Red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather, red lorry, yellow leather. Stop, my turn. Red brolly, yellow brolly, red brolly, yellow brolly, red brolly, yellow brolly. Stop, your turn. Red brolly, yellow brolly. trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop, my turn. Red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop, your turn. A red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, red trolley, yellow trolley, stop. Hopefully those are getting easier. Now, some of you have been with me every week now for how many? I think we're up to 28. Is it 28 or 29? I lose track. But some of you have been with me right since the beginning in deepest, darkest lockdown 1. Do let me know in the comments if you think some of these tongue twisters and games that we start off with have got easier. Because it's good to have a bit of feedback so as we know how we're getting on. Some of you are going, oh no, I still can't do it. I've been doing it every week and I just can't manage it. And for those people, I say, don't worry, it's okay. It's just about having a bit of fun, isn't it? Lovely. So hopefully we're feeling warmed up. But before we do that, I think we should have a little bit of the old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shouldn't we? We do like this. Remember, count on your fingers. We won't go too fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5. Bit of a silly ending there. Oh, I'm glad you think some of my lovely warm-ups are fabulous and we prefer the numbers slower. Yes, I know the numbers is a lot easier at that slower tempo. I get overexcited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I know that's just me, isn't it? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is your favourite tongue twister. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. Well, let's get into my Julie Andrews medley. I must say I'm excited. So we're going to start off by singing the first 2 lines of The Sound of Music, and that goes nice and high using our diaphragm. The hills are alive with the sound of music. And I want you to do what I call fopera, fake opera. You need to get that lovely wobble in your voice. However you want to do it, don't hate yourselves, but just try and enjoy that. The hills are alive with the sound of music. It's not about sounding the best, it's about having a lovely time. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. The hills are alive with the sound of music. And that's as much as we're going to do, because then I'm going to go and we're going to be off into Do a Deer. So let's do the hills are alive with the sound of music and see if we can get that big kind of tumultuous introduction, and then we'll go into Do a Deer. I hope you're as entertained by this as I am. I think this is incredibly funny. So I'll give you a little intro. The hills are alive with the sound of music. And if there's 2 of you, one of you can do the oh that goes after. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh! If there's 2 of you, see if one of you can get the oh. What note is that? Oh! It's right up there. It's properly high, so you have to really support it. If you want to have a little go at that too, why not? Enjoy yourselves. Oh, we love the Numbers song, do we? I'm glad we love the film as well. I watched it was on the BBC the other day, The Sound of Music, and it's one of those films that when it's on, you do just leave it running, don't you? Lovely. So let's get that lovely introduction one more time, and then we're going to go into Do a Deer. Here we go. So the hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh. And then, where I went, that is our first note. Do. And what we're going to do is we're going to like mashed potato it, and we're going to go do a deer, a female deer. Do a deer, a female deer. That's the first line. Do doe, a deer, a female deer. Now next line, we're here, we're going to go ray, a drop of golden sun, like that. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Now some people will be doing like doe, a deer, a female deer, and ray, a drop of golden sun. I'm going to keep with the mashed potato technique. I like the mashed potato I like mashed potato, but I like the mashed potato technique. So we've got doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Next up we go me, a name I call myself. So doe, a deer, ray. Me, a name I call myself. Let's sing that one more time. Me, a name I call myself. The next bit. Far a long, long way to run. Far a long, long way to run. Far a long, long way to run. Let's see if we can get those 4 in a row from the introduction a little bit. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far a long, long way to run. You are now pretty much halfway through Doe, a deer, which is why I've kind of medleyed them up a little bit, just because they're relatively simple little tunes, if you can get your mashed potato in right. Now we're going to add on the Sound of Music introduction and see if we can put that whole chunk in a row. Here we go. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far a long, long way to run. Hopefully you've got all of that. Let me know if you're enjoying the medley or mash-up, as the youth of today say. Mash-up. Well, I suppose it works with our mashed potato, doesn't it? See, there was a theme. There's a theme. Yeah. Okay. So, next bit. We're going to go sew a needle pulling thread. Sew a needle pulling thread. Try that again. Sew a needle pulling thread. One more time. Sew a needle pulling thread. Then we're going to go la, a note to follow, so let's sing that. La, a note to follow, so one more time. La, a note to follow, so. Let's see if we can go from sew a needle pulling thread. 1, 2, 3. Sew a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow, so. Lovely. Yes, Joel, it is like the Mega Mix version. Yes, Mega Mix. That's a good term. It's a very Joseph term, isn't it? Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Half of the second act is a Mega Mix, pretty much. We do like a Mega Mix. Can't go wrong with that. So, we've got sew, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow, so. Then we've got tea, a drink with jam and bread. And this is the tricky one. Tea, a drink with jam and bread. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, try that. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, one more time. Tea, a drink with jam and bread. And then the last bit of this chunk, that will bring us back to doe. That will bring us back to doe. Because this is doe, and this is doe, and that would be doe up there. Ooh, I'm surprised I hit that. So, let's try and put all of that in a row from doe, a deer. 1, 2, 3. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far a long, long way to run. Sew a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow, so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to doe. Now some people like to go do, 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 do at the end. If you want to do that, you can. I'm probably not going to, just because I want to stay on the same note. Because we're going to stay up relatively high, and we're going to do the middle bit of the song. Now, most people know the do, re, mi bit that we've just done, but the next bit goes like this. When you know the notes to sing. which I think is a really lovely little melody. When you know the notes to sing. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. When you know the notes to sing. Have you got it? One more time. When you know the notes to sing. Then we're going to do the next part. You can sing most anything. And it goes up pretty high. Anything. You've got to really support it using the diaphragms. Oh, this song is going to be stuck in my head all day too. Yes, I completely agree. These songs are so dangerously catchy. Dangerously catchy. So we've got when you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. And the more kind of opera, fake opera that you put in it, the better, quite frankly. Let's try that. When you know, 1, 2, 3. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Lovely. So some of you know this song already. Fantastic. Well, that is brilliant. Good. Okay, so hopefully you've got that section. Now, the great thing about that is once you've done anything, oh dear, we're back again. Sing this bit another time. Oh, look, good lyrics there. So we're going to go from the beginning now. Oh, Hills of a Life. Into Do a Dear, into When You Know, into Do a Dear. And then we go on to the next song, which is something else from a different, not so Sound of Music, Julie Andrews theme song. There was lots of Julie Andrews choices. There was Wouldn't It Be Lovely from when she did My Fair Lady. And yeah, there was lots of choices. So I am quite aware I'm missing out a lot of the Julie Andrews back catalogue. I can never say back catalogue. Good. Let's go from the beginning and put all what we've got so far in a row. Here we go. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So a needle pulling thread, La, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to Do. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So a needle pulling thread, La, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to Do. Hopefully you kept up. Now that was full speed. And we've probably been doing a little bit under that speed. So that was a bit fast. I apologise. I do get excited. Got more comments coming through. You're supposed to be decorating. You could decorate to this. Do a deer with the rollers. The painting. I've only ever painted one room, and even that I was told I didn't do very, very well. Okay, so the next bit, we're going to go into supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, one of my favourite words. Now, of course, in the film, she says, you know, you can say it backwards, which is docious, aliexpialistic, fragicalirupus, but that's going a bit too far, don't you think? Lovely. So, we're going to go. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So let's see if we can get that a few times. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm saying cali because it's how it's spelled. Some people sing cala, supercalifragilistic. But it is written califragilistic. Up to you how you pronounce it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. One more time. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh, I'm glad we love a bit of Mary Poppins. Nothing wrong with Mary Poppins. I do remember when I saw the original, one of the first versions of Mary Poppins that I saw as a kid on stage, and she tap danced upside down on the proscenium arch. And I still don't, even though I work in theatre now, I still don't know how she did that. No, there's no penguins, Pat. I'm sorry, there's no penguins. You don't want to see me like drag my trousers down like he does in that scene. What an honor to say. I feel like I could fly. Oh, Bert. Yes, I know. Yeah, we will do a Bert bit in the middle, but we're just going to get the chorus of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious first. So, we've got supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Then we've got even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. And then we go, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. It's gone up. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. One more time. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. And then the last bit, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Let's try that again. Oh, I've got to get the right note. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You didn't like the second Mary Poppins film. I thought the second one was very good, but it was quite different, wasn't it? It's quite different to the first one. It's telling different stories, and sometimes it's better to do different. They couldn't have just done the same film. That would have been, well, why would they do that? Anyway, so let's sing Supercalifragilistic, the chorus. Here we go. Not too fast yet. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. How did you get on? Let me know. You like the bath scene? I thought this bath scene in the second Mary Poppins film where the dolphin's head popped out of the bath. I very much enjoyed that. I quite like the idea of a dolphin popping up. I thought that was good. So, supercalifragilistic a little bit faster. A supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Lovely. Now the great thing about this is the verses have pretty much the same tune. It's going to go big, and this is where you get to do your Bert over the top, bad Cockney accent. Now I naturally have a bit of a Cockney accent, but you need to overcook the Cockney accent. If you're not from East London, do your best impression and enjoy it. The more ridiculous the sound, the better you probably are. So we're going to go. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Like that. See, my accent's terrible. 1, 2, 3. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. I'm not really sure what my voice is, but I'm going to keep going with it. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, glad it's going well. Then we're going to go, my father gave me nose, and it's not my nose, it's me nose a tweak. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. Bad? What is this voice I'm doing? I'm from round here and I can't even do the accent. Okay, so, because I was afraid. 1, 2, 3. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. I don't think I'm doing the accent very well. I'm sure you're doing better. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on with the accent. Then we're going to go. But then one day I learned a word to save me aching nose. But then one day I learned a word to save me aching nose. One more time. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. Very good. And then we go, the biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. One more time. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. And you know how it's going to go next. We're going to go straight back into supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Exactly. Lovely. Oh, John's very good at the Bert impression. I can imagine that John's got a good Bert. He needs a straw boater and a red and white stripy jacket, doesn't he? Lovely. So, what we're going to try and do is do the supercalifragilistic chorus into the Bert bit, into the chorus, which is going to be the end of our Julie Andrews medley. And at the end of it, hold your supercalifragilisticexpialidocious as long as you can and see if you can do it long enough at the end. Here we go. Supercalifragile. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned this word to save me aching nose. The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And that, my friends, is the end of the song. I know, I agree with the comments. There are lots of words today. But, hey, you know what? We like to occasionally challenge ourselves. And hopefully you're looking at the words in the See More button, which is below me on the internet. I'm trapped in a box. Good. So, we're now going to try and put the whole song in a row. So we've got The Hills Are Alive, The Sound of Music, into a bit of Do-a-dear, into our supercalifragilistic. Now, if it goes wrong and you go, you know what, Andrew, I can't keep up. I'm singing about oranges and lemons. I'm getting this all wrong. That's okay. This is all about having a crack at it. Lifting our voice, even though we can't all sing together. I know. It's just about having a go. And it's a bit of fun. But I will try not to go too fast because I know I want to go and then it all goes wrong. So I will try and steady myself. So, from the beginning, here we go. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Do-a-dear, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, and that will bring us back to do. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Though a deer, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So a needle pulling thread, far a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dawn. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Here we go. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned this word to save me aching nose. The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Fantastic, everybody. That is the whole song. Whew, it's quite long, lots of words. You may need to get yourself a little sip of water before we go for the live performance of it. Now, I was thinking about what props you might need, and I couldn't find my potato masher for the dough deer because I thought it might be nice to do some conducting and wave our arms around. So I've got my ladle, and I want you to get yourself a prop, something you can conduct with. It could be a pen or a pencil, it could be a wooden spoon, because I think if you're not doing the mashed potato or the supercala, you can be waving it, you can get a flag, you can wave anything around and give us a bit of a fake conducting, because I think just when you've got music, there's a I think I always want to just go like this. Whether it's just my elbows, like my arms, or something to wave around. There we go, I'll leave that up to your imaginations. Right, performance time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your moment to shine. You are on the hill in Austria, imagine it. Arms outstretched, ready to open the sound of music. Here we go, team. Extra long introduction to really build us into it. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh, doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough. Yes, a ruler will do, wave it around. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Moo, name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. So a needle pulling thread, la, a need to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough. Ready for supercala? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. Well, then one day I learned this word to save me aching nose, the biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Well, fantastic work, everybody. Hopefully that has got your mouths, your brains, wow, everything should be working today. That was a long song, the longest one we've done in a little while, and quite a lot of words. So I apologise if you didn't keep up, but it doesn't matter. It's just about having fun. And of course, you can rewind these videos back when I'm not live here on the internet and watch it over and over again. Why would anyone want to do that? Well, there are some lovely comments coming through. I can see that we've had fun today. Off to do the housework and the painting, singing your Mary Poppins and your Sound of Music. That's what we like. Thanks again to the Queen's Theatre Horn Church for making all of this work happen. Thanks to Clarion Futures for funding this work. And thanks to Ardley Green Learning Federation for supporting this work. And I will see you next week. Let me know in the comments if there's any musical theatre songs you would like to select. Do try and pick ones that I can actually sing, and because if you pick Defying Gravity, it's not going to happen. I can't hit those notes, and probably neither can you guys. I don't know. Perhaps you're probably better than I am, to be fair. Right, team, I'm going to leave you this Thursday, but see you next Thursday for another sing-along. You're doing great work. Bye, everybody. See you later. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. See what I did there? That's the reference to Sound of Music. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Bye!